Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're tackling a common question. Why is my Ninja blender flashing red light? Let's dive in and get your blender back to perfect working order. First, check the lid. Make sure it's properly aligned and securely locked. Sometimes, a misaligned lid can trigger the flashing light. Listen for that satisfying click to ensure it's in place. I remember one morning when I was in a rush to make a smoothie, the power button started blinking red. After some quick checks, I realized the lid wasn't aligned properly. Aligning it until I heard a satisfying click resolved the issue immediately. Since then, I always make sure to check the lid alignment before blending. This small step can save a lot of time and hassle. Next, let's check the power source. Plug your blender into a working outlet. If you're unsure, test the outlet with another appliance. Using a surge protector can also help keep the power steady. I once had my Ninja blender power button blinking red and suspected a power issue. After checking the cord and outlet, I found that the outlet was faulty. Plugging the blender into a different outlet resolved the issue immediately. This simple check saved me a lot of time and stress. I recall a time when my friend's Ninja 1500-watt blender had a blinking red light issue. After some investigation, we found the power cord had a small fray, but replacing the cord resolved the blinking issue instantly, making the blender safe to use again. Now, examine the blades. Make sure they're properly attached and not damaged. A loose or damaged blade can cause the motor to jam and the red light to flash. Tighten or replace the blade if needed. I remember fixing this issue for my neighbor. Their Ninja blender had a blinking red light, and after checking, we found the blades were damaged. Replacing the blades resolved the issue, and their blender worked like new. Again, I once helped my neighbor with their Ninja blender blinking red light issue. After inspecting the blender, we found that the bearings were worn out. Replacing the bearings fixed the problem, and the blender was back to its normal operation. Finally, consider the motor. If you hear weird noises or the blender isn't blending as well, the motor might be worn out. Overuse can wear out the motor, so you might need to repair or replace it. I experienced this when my Ninja blender power button started blinking red after I blended a large batch of frozen fruits without enough liquid. The motor overheated, causing the blinking light. After letting it cool down for a while, the blender worked perfectly again. Also, I remember one time when my Ninja blender power button started flashing red because I was blending a very thick smoothie with lots of frozen fruits. The motor jammed, causing the flashing light. After turning off the blender and clearing the stuck items, it worked perfectly again.